If I told you that walking down the street, say at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, doing nothing wrong, you just walking point A to point B, or sometimes, you walk at 1 o'clock in the morning because that's the only time you can get out and get some exercise because you're one of those people that probably works graveyard. Well, what if I told you that just walking down the street will get you arrested? Well, that's true. You got another one right here. Cop searches and arrests black man for looking very suspicious while walking. And here we go again. This is what the police love to do. You mind your own business walking down the street, doing nothing wrong, and they're gonna come up to you like, "Oh, you look very suspicious," or "You're very suspicious." Well, see, here's the thing. Police officers have their mindset like everybody is a suspect. Oh, everyone is suspicious. Well, when they're trying to ask for ID and trying to effect an arrest, they need to have reasonable, articulated suspicion that you are committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or committed a crime. And none of this has prevailed for these police officers. Check it out.
Well, a cop actually arrests a man for looking suspicious. Here's the video.
You ain't just walking, man. You look back at us a couple of times. You came down here, you stopped. No. You stop right here. You look down the street like you're looking for somebody.
So I committed a crime by doing that?
You're suspicious in the area. Do you live around here?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's number one. You just told me out your
I
mouth.
didn't commit a crime. Nothing.
Hey, man, you
I
live around
didn't
here?
do anything unlawful.
Why you walking around here at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Because it's a public sidewalk.
Because you was being very suspicious.
Because I'm in a high crime area and I'm walking down the sidewalk, I'm being arrested.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Listen to the charge.
You're going to jail for disorderly conduct. Okay?
Wow, you hear that? Disorderly conduct. When this guy was asking questions and standing up for constitutional amendment rights.
Can I have your name?
Unreal.
Paperwork. Have a seat, sir. Oh, let me take everything out your pockets first.
I got some background for you. Put up the police emblem
Here's the police emblem.
for a man's Maryland cop.
Maryland.
Searched a black male before arresting him for, quote, looking suspicious while walking down a public sidewalk. A black man was arrested in Maryland for doing nothing more than walking. Well, he was
That's
walking
what it
while
is.
black. After the cop
WWB.
refused
Walking
to
while
inform
black.
him of the crime he committed, because he did commit one, he then arrested him for disorderly conduct for refusing to identify himself.
He wouldn't give his
according
name
to
a
the
badge
report.
number.
What crime have I committed? The man asked. Ultimately, he was questioned over walking at 1 a.m. Number one, you don't have ID, the cop responds. Well, that's not a crime, the black man responds. Listen to me. In the state of Maryland, anywhere you go, you need identification, the cop says. Failure to identify yourself, you can go to jail, okay? I didn't commit a crime, nothing. The black man says, I didn't do anything unlawful. Why are you walking around here at 1 o'clock in the morning? Because it's a public sidewalk. End quote. However, Maryland law requires police to have a reasonable
suspicion.
that the person they are detaining may be carrying a gun before they can lawfully demand identification if the person is not driving. People are required to provide identification if they are
Pulled over. Yes.
None of those scenarios were present in this situation. So the cop misapplies the law. The cop then violates the law. And there's more. In this case, the Seat Pleasant police officer never mentioned a gun once during the detainment, according to body camera footage posted on the We the People University
That's
YouTube
a good channel.
Instead, the police officer accused the black male, whose name has not been publicized and whose face was obscured from the video, of acting suspicious for walking down a public sidewalk late at night, then looking back at the cops.
Yeah. Okay. That's not suspicious. Yeah, when you're looking back, you see some officers like you don't know because you're looking back you're looking back and thinking like, oh man, are they gonna hand me up? Are they gonna jack me up? Because you're hoping they don't come out and make a beeline for you because we know in this day and age they will. They'll go around deem that everyone and everybody they make contact with is suspicious or a suspect. I do it too. I'm walking down the street like, whoa, there's a cop over there. I've been looking back and make sure he ain't gonna make a UE and come hand me up.
Literally, for looking. The cop being
And that's
handcuffed
not a
and
crime.
arrest him on a disorderly conduct charge. Quote, I didn't do anything disorderly.
All he did was ask,
All I did was ask you
questions.
ask you questions.
You never answered my question.
You never answered my questions. The black man says as he is being arrested. Maryland law states that cops can only search citizens if they have
Probable cause,
the person has committed a crime,
which is a higher
which
standard of
is
proof.
a higher standard of proof compared to
reasonable suspicion.
Suspicion, which, by the way, he didn't even have reasonable suspicion.
Not even at all.
So currently it's not clear from the body cam, but put this up, like who all is involved when the incident took place. But it is at least 2 years old because it took place under the previous Seat Pleasant police chief, Devin Martin, who was suspended in 2022 for mismanagement and has since been replaced according to the information that we received. Now, we highlight this because we understand that there's a culture that we're trying to break up, eliminate, provide light, get rid of the darkness. This is a microcosm, but it speaks to the macrocosm of how the industry operates. You clearly saw a man who was absolutely not committing a crime, cited the law properly. The officer, he knew better. He decided to engage in conduct unbecoming. You see, in my opinion, when an officer decides to violate the rights of a citizen and arrest a citizen without cause, that is illegal.
Yeah.
It should not simply be a civil penalty.
You know what's really sad these days is, you got some police departments out there who fabricate laws, make up the charges and lies. In this day and age, you got cops out there that will literally arrest somebody to so-called maintain order and restore peace. Well, that's not the right way to do it. That's called, conduct right there.
That
Unbecoming
should be
conduct.
Actually a crime every single time, no matter what. And when the officer
another reason why that cops will do it, and I've discussed this, and so have many people too, that some police agencies, they'll make up charges, arrest some people, so that way they can keep their quota and commission. That way they can bring in revenue for their police department.
decides to engage in this way, it creates a separation, even more so, between community and cop. You're working backwards. So if you actually care about having a better relationship with the community, you got to get rid of cops like this. Because these cops not only lead to distrust, they lead to defunding.
Yep.
And defunding that does not reprioritize the money, it just gives the money to somebody else.
Yep.
Rather than actually address the elements of public safety in your local community. Senator, thoughts?
It decreases respect and belief that the police or law enforcement will operate fairly. And I knew this was a brother, because I could tell by his voice, his speech pattern, and it just really reinforces that the lack of respect for Black lives is not just about white officers, it is a code within law enforcement. And I want to reinforce that not all members of law enforcement comport themselves this way, but it is a major, major problem within.
It's really disgusting too. Is like, we see many stories where, it's a white cop against a black person like that. Where you got black police officers treating their fellow brothers, that's black too, they treat them like a criminal crap. Because you know what? It's not about a black. You know what it's all about? It's about the blue line uniform. And you got the thin blue lives. No, it's about the blue because in their mind, only blue lives matter. They don't go. We always see signs like Black Lives Matter, but the thin blue line lovers and the fraud dweebs curves like, no, it's not. It's not black. The only lives that matter is blue lives. Only blue lives matter. That's what their mentality is.
The law enforcement, these implicit and explicit biases. And it just made me think of the vagrancy laws, in the 1800s, early 1860s, around 1866. And those vagrancy laws did not come into effect until, guess what, after the Civil War, when millions of Black people were freed. And so in order to subjugate them into similar conditions of slavery, any Black person, it was universal, but any Black person that was caught being suspected of being homeless or being unemployed could be forced into labor. If this had been the 1860s, that very well could have happened to this young brother. He knew his rights. He quoted his rights. I'm glad that that camera was rolling. I'm
Yep.
so proud of him. And I see a lawsuit brewing, and I hope he.
Yeah, and how many, excuse me, how many times have we seen on videos where cops, well, you don't stroke the egos, you don't kiss the ring, or you stand up for your rights, so they're gonna also, and they're gonna fabricate laws and then make up trumped up charges to arrest you because you wouldn't comply, you wouldn't stroke the ego because you were standing up for your God-given rights. I mean, it's like if you don't know your rights, you don't have your rights. We were born with our natural God-given rights.
He does sue the heck out of this police department. What they did to him is wrong. They do it to him today. It could be somebody else tomorrow. But I want people really to pay attention that the more things change, the more they stay the same. And they just put a 21st century, you don't belong here. You look suspicious.
Yeah.
Just being black alone. It makes us suspicious, makes us alien to this nation, even in the 21st century. Doc, I want our viewers, please, y'all go up and look up them vagrancy laws. This is a remnant of that.
That's right. Well said.
Well, it's not just about black people. It's about any race of color, like to a cop. I mean, we're not I mean, yeah, we live in the United States, land of free, but to a police officer, we're not free. We're mentality. We're a slave. We are product placement. We are nothing but a quota and a number. That's all we are to them. Absolutely disgusting, crazy. Yep, that's how it is. Bootlegging, jacked up cops. All right, I'm out here. Mike, y'all. Peace out.